Hey house guests, welcome to the first update and spoiler of Big Brother 15. Yay! Sorry if my neighbors are currently manicuring their lawns. It might be a little noisy, so I'll try to speak loudly. So today's house guest of the day, the first of the season, is Manish or Manish. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But he is from India and he loves when Mom and I say, "Hey love!"
Hey love!
So we love you.
Yes.
Thank you for
we
watching.
We love you.
Okay. So if you guys missed last night's season premiere, McCrae is the first HOH. And apparently in real time, it's like day 7 of the game today, because they actually move them in about 5 or 6 days before they start airing the show, because they need material, they need to get things going, and then they turn on the feeds right after the episode airs in California. So there's a lot of catching up to do, blah blah blah. Usually I do 1 page, today I have 1 3/4. So a lot of good stuff here. Alright, like I said, McCrae is the HOH, and he nominated Jesse and Candace for eviction. If you guys don't know who that is right now, Jesse is the one who's like, "I'm the prettiest one in the house," and Candace is all speech therapist, NFL cheerleader, Miss whatever, pageant. So, but not Staten Island pageant. So, a little bit of McCrae's HOH room. His CD is Regina Spektor, which did not go over well with the other house guests. What is wrong with you people? They're like, "Oh, his music is so sad and boring. It puts me to sleep." Regina Spektor is great. They need to appreciate. He also got some Raisin Bran. I mean, he got other things too, but those were the 2 that stood out to me. Alright, so moving on. Onto the less desirable bedroom, the have-not room. The theme, it's more airplane stuff, like we expected, and the beds are actually airplane seats. So that really blows. They got seatbelts and everything. They got the little thing that comes down in the back, so maybe they could like line them up and put their feet up. I don't know what the situation is, but it does not look pleasant. And the have-nots this week are Andy, Alyssa, Howard, Judd, and Helen. So good luck to them. Also, to go along with the have-not airplane theme, Amanda decided to dress up like an airline stewardess last night, and she kept going, "Big Brother house guest," blah 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 blah. And she was doing like trivia and stuff all night, which I'm sure was fun for them, but it was really annoying for me. And it went on too long. It was funny at first, and then I was like, "Amanda, please shut up. Thank you." Yeah, so that happened. And let's move on to Alliance Alert. It looks like the strong alliance of this season is called the Moving Company, and it is made up by McCrae, Jeremy, Spencer, Howard, and Nick. I think it should be called the Five Guys Alliance, but I guess that name was already taken by Five Guys. So, the Moving Company. Nick seems to be the mastermind of this whole shebang. I don't think that's a word. He decided they're gonna split up. They're not really gonna talk during the day. They don't want to be seen together hanging out. So they're gonna split up and get close to everyone else basically in the house. So pretty much every person in that alliance is going to bring some other group to the table to work with, which is a very good strategy. The only thing you really have to look out for is people becoming traitors and leaving the Moving Company for their side alliances. But I think it's a very strong start. I think Nick is definitely one to watch out for because he seems to be the mastermind here. Alright. Another alliance that seems to be popping up is called Blantourage. I don't know if they made up that name or if the Moving Company made that name for them, but it looks like it's Aaron, Gina Marie, is it Gina Marie or Gina Maria? I don't remember. And Caitlin. Sorry, the names, I'm still getting a grasp on everything. Even though Caitlin is a brunette, but she's part of Blantourage. And David seems to be in there too, because he may have a showmance blooming with Aaron, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, so last night, as I was watching Big Brother After Dark, which is now on the TV Guide Network, which is a blessing and a curse, because now I feel obligated to watch a lot of it. I watched all 2 hours last night. Yeah, so about half of Big Brother After Dark was them getting ready for this fashion show that they were doing, which actually ended up turning into a beauty pageant, which is only natural when you have the whole thing being organized by Gina Marie, parentheses A, I don't know if it's Marie or Maria, whatever, and Candace, because they're both Page Queens. So it turned into Miss BB America, and Candace was the host. Andy, Spencer, Howard, Judd, and Jeremy were the judges, and Amanda, the flight attendant, pretended to be former Miss BB America. So it was like a fun idea at first, and then it just got really annoying because it kept dragging out longer and longer. They wouldn't start. They kept talking when Candace was trying to talk, and I was just like, shut up and do the freaking pageant! So eventually it got underway, and everyone was dressed up in these like skimpy, tight dresses that they pretty much almost all borrowed from Gina blah blah, and they were all wearing these extensions. I don't know where these extensions came from. Apparently they came from Gina, but she had like all different colors that do not match her hair. Like, why would you bring those? But all the ladies were loving it, and they were all dressed up, and then McCrae and David also participated. McCrae dressed up kind of like a Steve Urkel character. It was hilarious. David, on the other hand, wore one of Gina's dresses, which was scary. And it was funny at the same time, but in a way I was kind of like, ah, put it away! So that happened. Helen was crowned Miss BB America of 2014 in the end. 2014 because, like Candace said, you get crowned for the year after. So important to know. But anyway, moving on. It seems like everyone pretty much knows Alyssas Secret, which is that she's Rachel Riley's sister. But, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I don't think it's 100% out there yet, but everyone's pretty much like, yeah, she's Rachel's sister. Jessie is running around the house like a Debbie Downer. She's upset about her nomination, but she's also upset because she thought she had a little showmance going with Jeremy because he was her snuggle buddy. And now he's snuggling up with Caitlyn. And Caitlin's like, she's so jealous of me, blah, 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 blah. There's so much cattiness. Alright, so with the whole Alyssa thing, there's a lot of talk around the house, a lot of house chatter. Maybe some of the other house guests are siblings of former house guests. I haven't seen any connections yet. Maybe there are, and they're just really good secrets, and they had to let the whole Alyssa thing out of the bag because her resemblance to Rachel is so obvious, and because I've seen pictures of them together before, so that's definitely like out there and known. So maybe there are other siblings running around. I don't know, but they're trying to figure that out. Alyssa, on the other hand, has a huge target on her. McCrae may have been the source of people finding out about her sister, and McCrae told her pretty much, you're gonna be the replacement nominee if I need one. So there was some major freaking out going on with Alyssa. Some other major dramas in the house. Alyssa had a little tiff with Aaron. This was all pre-feeds though, so I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm hoping they show it on the next episode of the TV show. And then there's some showmances going on. Like I said, David and Aaron, the whole Ken and Barbie thing. And there's a little love triangle with Jeremy, Caitlyn, and Jessie. So there's a lot of cattiness coming from this house right now. A lot of big personalities. Things to look forward to today. I think the first MVP is going to be notified, and it might be Alyssa. I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw that she told McCrae that she is the first MVP. I don't know if that's right. We'll find out. Veto competition is also today, so if you don't want to wait until tomorrow to find out the results from that, check back the info for this video later, because we'll post it in there as soon as we know. So until tomorrow, much love.